Aces Becky Hammon cites Caitlin Clark amid passionate state of the WNBA speech. The Las Vegas Aces are WNBA champions for the third time in 4 years, as they completed a 4-game sweep of the Phoenix Mercury in this year's finals, capped off with a Game 4 win on October 10. If Aces head coach Becky Hammon didn't already deserve to be considered one of the greatest women's coaches of all time before this championship, she certainly does now. This marks the third WNBA championship the Aces have secured during Hammon's tenure as head coach, which has only been 4 years so far. Of course, it helps having one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time in Aya Wilson, along with potential Basketball Hall of Fame inductees like Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young. But Hammon is the perfect fit with this core group of Las Vegas players, which is proven by this team now being considered one of the greatest dynasties in women's basketball history. Becky Hammon lists Caitlin Clark when speaking about state of the WNBA after CES Finals win. Hammon spoke with the media after Friday's WNBA Finals win. At one point in the post-game presser, Hammon was asked whether she would consider the Aces a dynasty, and where she would rank this group along with the other great teams in WNBA history. She began her answer by giving flowers to the Houston Comets, who won the WNBA's first 4 league titles from 1997 to 2000, and the Minnesota Lynx teams that won 4 championships in 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017. She then added, "These modern players are bigger, stronger, faster, and more skilled than it was just 10 years ago. So I think those guys who laid the groundwork showed how winning should be done. But the skill set and the level that these guys are at, to me, it's not comparable," per a YouTube video from the WNBA. She later added, "That's the sign of any great league, is that it doesn't stay the same. It gets better, and better, and better. And I think these ladies are at the top of the game, and it is the best basketball that the W has ever seen, from top to bottom. You have rookies coming in like Paige Bueckers, and Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese, and they're ready now to compete. And so I just think the quality from top to bottom. These guys are elite skill set." It was cool to hear Hammon reference Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, and Angel Reese when talking about where the WNBA is at right now and where it seems to be going for the future. Caitlin Clark's teammate faces a crossroads ahead of next season. Sydney Colson has become a trusted mentor for Clark. Sydney Colson joined the Indiana Fever this season, filled with uncertainty about whether she had made the right choice in leaving the Las Vegas Aces, a team where she spent many years and won 3 championships. Colson's arrival in Indiana brought veteran leadership and energy to a young team led by Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. She appeared in 30 games, averaging 2.4 points and 2 assists in 13.5 minutes per outing before suffering the second ACL injury of her career. At 36, Colson showed she still has plenty of competitive spirit left. Yet the injury she sustained against the Phoenix Mercury sidelined her for the remainder of the campaign and raised questions about her future. Her post resonated with fans but also sparked concern, as she is now set to enter free agency without restrictions. During her podcast appearance, Colson also hinted that a future in coaching might be calling her, recalling her brief experience as an assistant coach at Texas A&M and Rice University. That's the question on the minds of many Fever fans. As of now, only 3 players are under contract for Indiana: Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Michaela Timpson. With roster limits capped at 12, Colson's return appears uncertain, especially considering the team's guard depth, which includes Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Ari McDonald, and Odyssey Sims. Additionally, players like Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull are expected to be in contention for roster spots. Given Colson's age and recovery from a serious ACL injury, earning a place on the team again will be a steep challenge. As the WNBA off-season begins, all eyes will be on how the